with
I
that.
never knew that you were an athlete either. Like I never like to me, you just sort of seemed like you were writing and then you were having like your businesses. And like that's how I've known you. And
Right.
I mean, for the people watching, you and I've known each other what, like almost 30 years?
Yeah,
Like
stay close to 30 years. Yep. It's
I
crazy.
mean, yeah, it is like but so to go back to something else that you said, because I really loved what you said. You talked about like having to like nuzzle up to like the fighters and stuff like that. It seems to me, in my estimation, because I never knew why you got out of it or like how long you stayed with it, because you stayed with it a little longer than me.
Right.
Um, but I think we kind of got out of it for like that same reason.
Yeah.
And my estimation, even though we're still involved in different capacities, it seems like it's so much worse now in
Sure.
terms of that.
Oh, yeah, I could have never, even if I started again on the business side of boxing from scratch right now, I couldn't do it. I mean, if I didn't get in when I did, and I want to be really honest, if I wasn't in the LA area, let's talk about geographics here. This is the boxing center of the universe. If I was in, you know, Texas or Alabama or Washington or wherever, I wouldn't get anywhere in the boxing business, you know. So being in LA, being in a place where there's fights every weekend, shows every weekend, the best fighters on the planet fighting within parameter of the greater LA area. There, you know, a ton of fighters in the area. Even out where I live right now in the Coachella Valley, we got a ton of fighters out here. It's nothing for me to drive down the street and see a guy doing road work, running in the morning, running at night. I recognize this guy's a Russian guy. You know, I know the face and maybe I can't put a name to it. It's just pretty funny, you know.
Well, funnier is how it used to be. You were in the role of you wanted to get close to that person, but you were having to deal with all these other people that were like wanting the same thing, which sounds like that kind of turned you off. But
Yes.
now, truthfully, if that guy running knew who you were, he would want to talk to you.
Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. In fact, I was at a gym recently for sparring, and I like it when, you know, I don't watch a lot of sparring anymore. I don't hang out at the gyms like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in a gym and it was great because, you know, I looked like a fish out of water in the joint. And, you know, people were giving me hard ass looks, and here I am in my early 50s. It's so stupid, man. It's just like, dude, you know, like, come on, man. I at this point I've been around. I used to go to the gym every single day for boxing from like my age of say 32 to 46. I was in there every day and I would box, and I really got into it. I immersed myself into boxing. So I was in the gym at a location out where I live, and just getting stupid looks from a bunch of people. And then the owner of the gym came in, and I hadn't seen the dude in a while, and I think it just took everyone by surprise. He starts it, and I didn't want this to happen, but he's saying things like, oh, this guy is this and that. And then, oh, everyone's all nice to me all of a sudden. And my attitude is, dude, stop. I just want to get the hell out of there, honestly, you know?
But that is, I mean, here's the thing, and I'm sure you'd say this too. There's a lot of amazing people in boxing.
No question.
Sports. But when you run across people that kind of, because I'm saying, you look at me, a lot of people wonder, this guy likes boxing. This guy, you know, has been working for this boxing promoter for how long? And it's like, I know I kind of get kind of like that side eye, maybe even more than you, just because I'm saying, you know, you're a bit more muscular than me. You have a bit more heft, you know? So wait a minute. So then take me from you're writing for Fight News, you leave Fight News. Tell me how you became a matchmaker to your current point, because I kind of have an idea. I worked with you a little bit even as a matchmaker, like you and I have been like literally we've been in touch and friends for a long time.
Yes.
So please take it away.
Yeah. So right around 02, 03, 04, in that little realm there, I started getting like, you know, I don't think I'm going to be in this, spending much time doing the writing anymore. Plus there were some other new young guys coming into wanted to write. They were very hyperactive, and they wanted the
aggressive. And suddenly we stopped getting asked to do things, and it's like,
which is just well, because after doing that for 4 or 5 years, you're like, okay, I'm good with it all, you know. it was pretty interesting in the beginning. I remember being at one of the first Thompson, if not the first Thompson boxing show in the year 2000 at the Ontario Doubletree. They went on to do a, they had a good 23-year run in boxing, and they had good fighters that some guys went on to win world titles. But I remember, I think it was the very first show they ever did at the Ontario Doubletree. And I made the fatal mistake of sitting ringside in a white polo. And you know what happens when it's always the first round and the first punch, and I just get drilled across. People probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. It's called blood. And if you're sitting ringside and you got a beer, I will say the fighters are tested. You're not going to die if you drink a beer that has blood in it. I come out of the fights, and I'm just like, I look like I was in a fight, So you learn these little things, like, man, it's a full contact sport. You're going to get drilled with the blood, and it looked like machine gun fire across my chest. And it's the first round of the first fight of the night, So you learn these things as you go along. It's great sitting ringside. Even now, I mean, if I'm looking at a fighter that I really want to look at, I love being up close, because you're going to see things that you might not see on TV or from, like the Tank show when Tank fought Roach 2 weeks ago. I was in the 7th row, and I felt like I missed a lot. I really felt like I didn't. People are telling me about things that happened in the fight, and I didn't even see Tank take a knee. I didn't even know he took a knee until the next day.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I was coming out of there reading about all this what's the controversy? I did see him go to the corner, and I was near that corner, but I didn't never see his knee hit the ground. So you miss a lot. Some of the worst seats you could ever sit at are on the floor. Floor seats for Canelo, and it's like people are standing up every other punch. It's a horrible thing. You want to get some height if you can. I'd rather pay more and sit in the rafters or less than be down there.